Hi, hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna play Assemble with Care. It's we are assembling stuff. I don't know much about it, but it just looks so nice, so relaxing, and it looks very interesting. So yeah, we're just assembling stuff, and it's a very relaxing game, something which I really need right now. Let's see how it's gonna be. Okay, so let's put that here. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Yeah. This game is best played with sound. Yeah. Ah. Ooh. Assemble with care. New chapter added. Okay. Let's begin.
After a year on the road, I thought I'd get tired of traveling. The endless clatter of railways, highways, and everything in between.
She's talking! Holy shit!
But as my train pulled into the station at Bellariva, I felt every bit as excited as the first day of my journey.
Ah, yeah, sorry.
A whole year. It felt like a lifetime. The places I'd seen, the people I'd met, of course, the forgotten treasures I'd given a new lease of life along the way. I'm a restorer by trade. Bringing our most beloved possessions back to life is what I love to do. I'd been traveling for months, working my way from one town to the next, fixing everything from family heirlooms to VCRs. Bellariva was my chance to take a break. Unfortunately, that would have to wait until after I'd unpacked.
Unpack. Now we are gonna unpack. Oh, what's that? Oh! Okay, let's put the music a little bit down. Because it's more loud than... Aha! Daar. Why?
I picked up these sunglasses on my last stop. Hopefully I'm cool enough to pull them off.
Mm-hmm. Hey. Go there.
I saw a guitarist wearing these at a show once. Rock and roll repair woman, at your service. My passport. Not many blank pages left now.
Oh, nice.
My favorite overalls. These will never go out of style. My parents took this after I made my first repair. Seems like a lifetime ago. Looking forward to taking more close-ups of my fingers with this. I'll hand these out once I'm settled in. Fingers crossed they get me some work.
Ventura Classic suitcase. Complete.
Finally, I'd made it to Bellariva. I'd come for the food festival, taking place in a few days' time. After living off TV dinners and instant ramen for the last few months, I was craving a decent meal.
Yeah, now I'm craving it as well. I'm hungry.
Of course, I'd need to earn enough money to pay for it, so I figured I'd head out the next day and find some work. Job and have a simple, stationary life. I knew there was a world out there, beyond the four walls of our antique store, that I had to be a part of. I daydreamed constantly about the weird and wonderful places each of our antiques came from. I loved figuring out their stories, revealing the memories hidden beneath the screws and wires. My story in Bellariva began with a little girl, and a voice she was longing to hear.
Okay. Lullaby.
It was my first morning in Bellariva, and I couldn't wait to leave my hotel and explore. It was a quiet town, its streets and alleyways basking peacefully in the hot morning sun. In the main square, meanwhile, preparations were underway for the festival in a few days' time. As I handed out my flyers, I wondered what the people of Bellariva would need me to fix. So far, everything here seemed perfect. I was starting to worry I'd made a mistake when I felt someone tapping me on the back.
Hi, I'm Izzy. Do you know how to fix things?
It was a little girl, maybe 7 years old, who must have gotten hold of one of my flyers. She rummaged around in her backpack until she hauled out a battered red cassette deck.
My tape is broken and I can't make it work anymore. I tried to fix it myself, but there's this metal thing in the way. Can you try?
This metal thing in the way. Okay. I don't know how to unsembling stuff. You need to... okay. What? Wait.
Why did you do that? How did you do that?
Yeah.
I didn't see.
But can I... Yeah, can I turn it around? Okay. Yeah, thank you. Ooh.
Aha! Those batteries look like they need replacing. Luckily, I have some spares.
Here.
Will you dream a dream for me? If I sit by your side and hold you so tight.
When it finished, Izzy picked up the tape deck and tucked it carefully into her backpack.
Thanks, Maria. You're the best person at fixing things ever.
No problem. Who was that singing? They're very good.
It's my mum. She's not here anymore.
Izzy trailed off. It was the kind of silence a cassette tape would never be enough to fill. When Izzy's friends called for her, she dug deep into her pockets, looking for something to pay me with. Eventually, she produced a grand total of a stick of gum, 3 mismatched buttons, and a yo-yo.
Nice.
I usually preferred a check, but Izzy looked so serious, I wrote out a full receipt. She seemed like a happy kid, but beneath it all, part of her life had been shattered. A part I wouldn't be able to fix.
Oh. Shuddered. See this.
My first repair complete, I spent the rest of the day doing small jobs in and around the square. I was exhausted when I got back to my hotel and found a message asking me to make one more visit. The address led me to a quaint little house, a stone's throw from the beach. Bathed in the evening light, it looked beautiful, in spite of its flaking paintwork and chipped tiles. The front door was opened by a harried-looking man, still dressed from a long day at the office.
Are you Maria? My name's Joseph. I'm Isabel's father.
Oh.
I'm so sorry she bothered you this morning. Please, come in. I'd like to settle up properly.
On the mantelpiece, I saw the remains of a broken statue. Without thinking, I picked up a fragment.
Ah, my father's statue. What's left of it, at least. Yet another way I'd have disappointed him.
Oh.
It survived 100 years in this family. But 5 minutes with Isabel and... Do you think you can salvage it?
Yep. Of course I can. I'm the best. What's that? Ah, that's the start.
Will you be able to see the glue afterwards? I don't want people seeing the cracks.
Go there.
Sometimes I think my daughter should come with a warning label.
Aha! No. It's this one. Yeah.
Is this glue really strong enough to hold everything together?
Amazing.
Thank you, Maria. It looks as perfect as it ever did. My father wanted me to make something of myself. He didn't have time for anything less.
As Joseph put the statue back on the shelf, it nudged against the family portrait stood proudly next to it. So he was Bellariva's mayor. And that was Izzy's mom. They must both miss her so much.
Sorry, I'm a little tired. I've been working late getting things sorted for the festival. There's only a few days to go. Looks like I'll be working late. Again?
When I told my parents I wanted to leave, they always found an excuse to be busy, to avoid talking about it. I guess keeping themselves occupied was their way of pretending it wasn't happening. Joseph's work must have been taking up so much of his time. But maybe that was what he wanted. I just hoped he was finding enough time for Izzy, too.
Disconnected.
My second day in Bellariva dawned bright and clear. Another beautiful sunny morning. Walking into town, I passed cafes overflowing with customers cradling their morning coffees. I stopped, breathing in the smell of roasted coffee beans and freshly baked pastries. I was about to go inside when the owner of Carmen's, the cafe next door, stopped me.
Hello, Maria? Were you here yesterday handing out flyers? I have a job for you.
Her place was petite, tucked between its competitors as if hoping they wouldn't notice. Judging by the empty tables inside, though, her potential customers hadn't noticed it either.
It's a bit slow today, but we're just getting started. I'm sure it'll pick up soon.
As Carmen chatted, she walked over to the counter and returned with an old rotary phone.
At least I've got plenty of time to practice my recipe for the festival. It's a new special I've been working on. I was hoping to call my sister for some, seasoning tips, but it won't connect. Can you see if you can figure out what's wrong?
Of course I can. How do I do that? Okay. Stay there.
You can fix it, can't you? I can't afford to replace it.
Don't worry. Like that.
Obviously, we'd normally be much busier than this.
Oh yeah, this is so nice. I really like it. I'm sorry if it's boring for some of you. I don't know. I just really like those stuff. Okay, so you come here. Ah, yeah. So this is broken. Oh, holy shit. That's bad. Que le voy a entrar que... No.
These connections aren't quite right. I should check the wiring.
Ah! Yeah, now I
Looks like this new circuit board is all hooked up. Still a few parts missing.
I know. Okay. That's fine? Yeah. Ha!
When I handed the phone back to Carmen, she seemed almost reluctant to take it from me.
So it's all working now, is it? I don't have to leave it to dry or let it cool down?
Nope, it's ready to go. It'll be ringing off the hook in no time.
That's if I can pay my phone bill, anyway. And the rent, and the suppliers.
Oh
Anyway,
god.
take a seat and I'll be right with you. Your coffee's on the house.
I sat at one of the empty tables, while at the counter, Carmen had started dialing the phone.
Hello! How's my favourite sister doing today?
As she talked, Carmen became more and more tense.
Oh.
This didn't seem like a call for some cooking advice.
I know I still owe you from last time, but I can't afford to take part in the festival if I don't pay.
I could almost feel the eye roll at the other end of the line.
You don't need to be here, though. Can't you just put the check in the post?
When the call ended, Carmen brought me my coffee, her hands trembling.
Sorry about that. My sister's decided to fly in for a visit. Oh god, I have to get ready. Actually, I might have another job for you. Can you come by tomorrow?
Okay. Oh. Focus.
The next day, I'd promised Carmen I'd return to help her get the cafe ready for her sister's arrival. I was about to set out when I received an unexpected call from my hotel's reception desk. Apparently, another guest had asked for me by name.
Ooh.
Curious, I took the creaking elevator up to the top floor and made my way to the room number they'd given. I knocked.
Are you here about the camera? It's about time.
What the hell?
The woman in front of me was immaculate. Not a hair out of place or a crease to be seen.
My sister tells me you know how to fix things. I'd usually go to an expert, of course, but in this town...
So this was Carmen's sister?
Yeah.
The two of them couldn't have been more different.
Yeah.
Inside her room, I saw a beautiful reflex camera. Any professional photographer's dream.
The viewfinder is completely dark. I can't see anything through it at all. I assume you can figure out what's wrong?
Okay. Oi.
I don't suppose you've fixed anything this valuable before.
Oh, shut up.
If I used the screwdriver, I could adjust the angle of the mirror.
Yeah. Now it's
Perfect.
fine.
Now the viewfinder should be working. I felt a pang of envy as I handed the camera to Helena. I put my disposable to shame.
I picked it up on my first trip to Paris. It's a 1958 limited edition, the first of its kind. It cost me 3 months' salary,
What the fuck?
but it was worth it.
I really like photography. I really like taking pictures, and in general, like, I love cameras and all that. But that's too much for a camera.
I had no idea what 3 months' salary meant to Helena, but I was pretty
Probably
sure it was
million.
more than I could afford. It was strange, really, that we were even staying in the same hotel. I'd picked this place because it was cheap and cheerful, but surely she could afford somewhere better?
Maybe there's not somewhere better over there?
She took some test shots, fiddling with the camera settings until she was absolutely satisfied.
This work is immaculate. At least there's one person in this town who knows what they're doing. Sending you to me might be the first thing Carmen's actually gotten right.
I wondered why
The
Helena
fuck?
had bothered coming if she thought so little of her sister.
Yeah, what the hell? Maybe just to like be a bitch on here, I don't know.
I hear nothing from her for weeks, and then when she finally does call me, all she wants is money. If she thinks I'm lending her another penny, she'll have to convince me it's not a total waste of time.
Well, in a way, she's right. Because if, like, your family never calls you, they only call you because they want you to give them money or because they want you to do them a favor. So, yeah, that's not really good.
That didn't sound good. If Hurricane Helena was about to hit, I hoped Carmen was ready.
Okay, next one. Next one. Okay, in the dark. So I need to fix the light? Neon
The
light?
sun was setting over Bellariva by the time I reached Carmen's cafe. From the outside, it looked as quiet as ever, but inside, I found Carmen cleaning like her life depended on it.
Maria! Oh, don't mind all of this. If Helena finds one speck of dust in here, I'll be
Oh.
at the end of it.
Carmen seemed pleased to see me, but I sensed the fidgeting tension beneath each sweep of her mop. Trying to live up to the standards of someone like Helena seemed like an impossible task.
I hope you didn't mind fixing the camera for her. She was furious when it broke. I really need this to go well. If she doesn't lend me the money, I don't know how long I can keep this place going.
Oh.
Carmen led me to a back room, where she'd laid out the components of what looked like a neon sign.
I had this made when I first opened the cafe, but I'm hopeless with electronics.
Yeah, but one thing I don't understand is that if this place doesn't give her any money and all the time she needs to ask her sister for money, what is she gonna do? All her life she's just gonna ask her sister for money so she can run the shop? She doesn't want a job that actually can pay her?
So there was supposed to be a sign outside. This might explain the lack of customers.
I'd like to put it up before Helena gets here. Can you give it a try?
Okay. Can I? No. Yeah. Yeah, but... How do I do that? I put this here, this here. What's up with this one? Aha! Okay. This... No, not there? Maybe... Okay. So now this probably here. Here. And is that fine? I think it's working against a light, so... No! Ay, ay, ay. Where are you?
I don't know, it's a bit flat. Maybe if it flashes, it'll really catch people's eye.
Great idea. I think I have a spare part that could do that.
Okay. Here. And then we can put this. This. No. This. I think it's gonna be fine.
It still needs something else. Maybe we can add one of these.
Oh. Okay. Like that. And let's put this one. How about now?
It works. I'll screw everything together again and you'll be set.
Ay. What? Hehe.
The sign fixed, we headed outside and mounted it carefully over the cafe door.
That's perfect, Maria. It looks just how I imagined it. When I had this sign made, it all seemed so simple. Oh, I can't believe I might have to give it all up. I hope I've done enough.
The smile froze on her face as she spotted something over my shoulder. I turned to see.
Your sister, huh?
Of course, my sister owns the only cafe in this entire town that isn't actually open.
For better or worse, Helena had arrived. Carmen opened her mouth to explain, but Helena swept indifferently past her.
Oh shit.
Finally pausing in the doorway, she turned back towards Carmen.
The first thing we're doing is getting rid of that hideous sign.
And with that,
You are hideous.
she disappeared inside. I hoped Carmen's chances of saving the cafe hadn't disappeared with her.
Oh my god. Ooh. These are
It was the
old.
day before the festival, and the whole town was busy getting ready. I had more work than I knew what to do with. When Joseph called with another job, I was craving the cool quiet of his and Izzy's seafront house.
Doodaloo, doodaloo.
I'd barely reached their front door when I heard someone calling
Sis.
me. Psst.
Maria, I need your help. Quickly, it's top secret.
It was Izzy, peeking out from the side of the house. She beckoned for me to follow her. She led me
Oh.
through to a beautiful, unruly garden overflowing with flowers of every color. Nestled among them was a playhouse, its doorway almost completely obscured by a towering rose bush.
Oh no. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'll have to really put the volume low over there.
You have to squeeze past it and breathe in real small, like this.
Izzy took in a big gulp of air and crawled through the gap and into the playhouse. I hadn't planned on crawling in the dirt today, but the life of a repairwoman never did run smooth. On the table inside, there was an electronic toy. Not exactly the usual stock in my parents' antique shop.
I had an accident. I didn't do it on purpose or anything, but it won't turn on anymore.
Oh.
Can you fix it for me?
Of course I can. My brother had like stuff like that. Oh my god, I love it. That's so good. Okay, let's turn it. Oh, I could already take this off. Okay, and take this off as well. What about this one? Holy shit. I don't remember how they were, but fine. Oh no. But this is fine.
Nothing. Maybe there's an issue with the battery.
Oh. I don't know how to put that. Do you have new battery? No.
Why does it sound so scary? It wasn't like that
Duh.
before.
I know, there's something here, but I can't fix it. It's fine?
Do grown-ups play games as well? Can you show me how to play? I tried before, but it was so hard.
Aha!
Her toy fixed, I watched Izzy retreat into its screen, taking refuge in a 3-inch world of her own. Well, I'd better head inside. Your dad is waiting for me.
Please don't tell him about the game. He'll think I broke it on purpose.
Aw.
Why would he think that?
Because, well, I kind of dropped it really hard at the wall.
Ah, yeah, no, that wasn't on purpose at all.
Izzy looked down, scuffing her shoes on the worn floor of the playhouse.
My dad said I have to go to this stupid festival tomorrow and put on a stupid dress. But I don't want to. All he cares about is working. He never wants to see me unless it's for his job. I'm not going. He can't make me.
With that, Izzy dove back through the rosebush and disappeared into the wilds of the garden. She was so young. She couldn't be expected to see that her dad was struggling too. It made me think, had I really tried hard enough to understand my parents' point of view? I was so focused on the adventures ahead of me. Maybe I didn't care enough about leaving them behind.
Ooh.
Leaving Izzy hiding in the garden, I walked around to the front of the house and rang the doorbell. It was only then I noticed my favorite overalls covered in grass stains. I scrubbed desperately, but it was too late.
Maria, what are you doing? What happened to your clothes?
I was, repairing a lawnmower.
How unusual. Well, do come in. The job I've got for you is a little more delicate.
Totally embarrassed, I walked into an orderly room filled with papers and ledgers. So this was his office. You must be so busy getting ready for the festival. Are you looking forward to it?
Of course. It's traditional for the mayor to judge food from every cafe and restaurant in town. I'll be declaring the best chef in Bellariva by this time tomorrow. Speaking of which...
He unclipped the watch from his wrist and very carefully handed it to me.
I'll have a tight schedule to follow, but my watch stopped working a while ago. Could you see if you can make it tick again?
Uh-huh. I'll make it tick again. Ticky.
Are you sure it will all fit back together?
No. But who cares? I'm joking. But, love always. Oh, it must be from his wife. Why?
The main plate has completely cracked. I'll need to replace it. The cogs look good though. If I'm careful, I can reuse those.
Yeah.
I've not gone a day without this watch since my wife gave it to me.
Aww. What am I supposed to... Ay. Come here. No. Oi. Can't put that. Yeah. Yeah. Yay. Go. Ta-da! No, ta-da? What's up? Oh! Oh. Eee! Go there. Okay! Done! Freaking watch.
As I handed the watch back to Joseph, my fingers traced over the engraving on the back. I hoped fixing this was one small way I could help him move forward.
I can't believe it's working, Maria. Thank you. My wife was a brilliant woman. Feeling this ticking on my wrist, it makes me feel like she's still here.
Oh.
Watches measure minutes and hours like they're infinite. I didn't know we had so little time. Even with Isabel, I barely see her. And when I do, she acts like she hates me.
Just then, the phone rang. Even when he was at home, his work was never done.
Sorry, Maria. I have to take this. I'll see you at the festival tomorrow.
As I left, I turned and saw him pacing the floor of his office, his watch glinting in the afternoon sun.
What's that, buddy? Oh, the bigger picture.
When my last job of the day brought me to Carmen's apartment, the door was opened by someone I didn't expect to see, Helena.
Sorry for inflicting this mess on you. Carmen's never seen a knickknack she doesn't want to buy, apparently.
Carmen's apartment was a little chaotic, but totally charming. It was easy to imagine her living in a place like this. It definitely wasn't Helena's style. She seemed more upmarket than flea market. I wondered why she was even here.
We're having a clear out, or at least I am. Carmen's not helping, as usual. There's a market at the festival tomorrow. I'm selling some of these things to make her some money. She says she has nothing when there's all this stuff right under her nose.
Helena stepped delicately past the items on the floor and reached down to pick up one from the pile.
Look at this slide projector. Our parents treasured it, but Carmen treats it like a piece of junk. Can you take a look?
Uh-huh. Okay, let's see.
That light bulb is completely smashed.
Take a new one.
Okay, I'll need to redirect the light to the lens at the top for the projector to work.
Maybe like that. Like... No. There.
Typical. Carmen's even managed to get a slide stuck in here.
Jesus. Relax. Can I take it out somehow? Let me see. Aha! Okay. Needs to be like that. It needs to go up. Okay. Then go here.
I was so
Yeah.
excited when I moved to the city. Carmen, she looks so sad. Here's the clicker you'll need to attach. God knows how Carmen broke that as well.
It's fine. No. Go here.
Still a few parts missing. Looks like there's still a screw missing.
Mm-hmm.
When we were younger, Carmen was always following me around. I suppose she looked up to me. A cool older sister. She used to ask me when I was coming home, but I was always too busy.
Those screws still need to be put back.
I know. Here. Ta-da!
Helena was transfixed, staring at the two young sisters the projector had brought glaringly into focus.
I never meant to let her down.
But you haven't, have you? You came all this way just to help with the cafe. Plus the money.
That's the problem. There is no money. I lost my job a few months ago. My savings are almost gone. I have nothing. Carmen thinks I'll throw my checkbook at her bad decisions and make them okay. But I can't. Not this time. You know, the funny thing is, I came here wanting to tell her the truth. But she's so infuriating. How can I ask her for help when all she cares about is herself?
Oh my god.
Helena fell silent, shrinking under the gaze of her younger self, projected onto the wall.
We drifted so far apart when I moved away. It felt like the only thing keeping us together was my bank balance. I know I have to tell her the truth. It isn't fair. But I already lost everything else. What if I lose her too?
The day of the festival finally came, and after all my hard work, I was ready to put down my tools and pick up a fork. The smell as I entered the main square was incredible. Each stall was selling food even more delicious than the last. The competition would start any minute. Most stall holders were waiting anxiously for the mayor to pay them a visit. All of them, that was, except Carmen, who was still frantically chopping vegetables and stirring pots.
Maria! Thank God you're here. Can I ask you the world's biggest favour? Helena was supposed to help me run the stall today, but she never turned up. Probably too ashamed to show her face.
Ah,
I can't believe she lied to me.
what?
Carmen was stirring so furiously she was in danger of tipping the pot over altogether.
The mayor will be here any minute for the judging, but I'm almost out of my special.
She wasn't really going to ask me, was she? Not on my day off.
I have a stove ready to build and everything. Can you set it up and make me a spare batch?
Oh, jeez. Oh my god! You want me to cook? Stock, 1 stick of half a carrot, 1 broccoli, 2 broccoli, 3 wild mushrooms, plenty of something.
Oh, her recipe is a bit smudged. Never mind, I'm sure whatever I put in will be fine.
No, it won't. So, here. This one. This one. What?
It all fits. Now to light the gas.
Why it's not doing it? Fuck's sake. Okay. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay.
I think that pot is really boiling now. Smells great if I say so myself. Here are the ingredients that Carmen's given me. What to add first?
1 pint of stock. 1 pint of stock. Stick of half carrot. I think it's 2 broccoli. 3 wild mushrooms. 2.
That looks good. I'll scoop a spoonful when I'm ready to serve.
2, 3. Plenty of handful of chopped tomatoes. This. said plenty of onion. I think that's gonna be fine. Hopefully. I hope so.
My part done, Carmen took over and added the finishing touches. It was just in time, as a moment later, Joseph arrived with Izzy in tow. Carmen anxiously handed them both a serving.
Ah, please tell me it's good.
That was so tasty. Can I have
Yay.
some more, please?
Well, you've certainly earned yourself a loyal customer in my daughter. We have a few more meals to taste, but so far you are one of the best. Good luck.
Joseph and Izzy looked so happy together. Maybe the festival was doing them some good after all. Carmen, on the other hand, seemed annoyed. But why, when it had all gone so well?
I wish Helena was here to see this. She's so convinced I'll never succeed at anything.
She wants what's best for you. She's just not very tactful about it.
Yes, I know. Even when I was a kid, she pushed me when no one else did. I just wish she hadn't lied to me. But then, I've asked so much of her over the years. I
Exactly.
never stopped to think how much she actually had to give.
Yep. I just hope she wins the contest so she can have some more money. Maybe her sister can go work there. I don't know.
The festival finished. I only had one day left before I had to catch my train and leave Bellariva behind. I couldn't go without saying goodbye to Carmen. So, that evening, I made my way to the cafe. It was unrecognizable. She'd done it. Best
Yay.
food in Bellariva. Half the town was outside waiting to see what the fuss was about.
Maria! My favorite sous chef! Come on through!
It was Carmen, acting every inch the successful cafe owner she deserved to be. Even Helena was there, serving the coffee. This was the last place I expected to see her after yesterday's drama. Carmen led me through to a balcony upstairs, where she brought out an old record player.
I found out where Helena was on the day of the festival. She was selling her camera to clear the cafe's debts.
Oh my
But then she
god.
didn't have much left for herself. So, I've asked her to come and stay with me for a while. We have a lot of catching up to do. I wanted to give her this, to cheer her up. We listened to it all the time when we were kids. Do you think it has one last tune in it?
Let's see.
Okay, let's see what happens when we turn this on. Here's the problem. This wiring isn't connected properly. The speaker isn't connected properly. I should check the wiring. The speaker isn't connected properly. I should check the wiring. That's the speed dial connected. Now we should be able to change it.
Well, okay.
I think that should do it. This record should play beautifully. It's spinning the wrong way. How can I get it to play in the right direction? It must be to do with the motor. Let's see if one of these spares can turn things around.
Uh-huh.
turn the volume up, I should be able to hear it now. The speaker isn't connected properly. I should check the wiring. This motor doesn't seem to work. Maybe I'll have better luck with a different one. Well, it's playing in the right direction. I should check it's turning at the correct speed.
Okay.
The record player's crackling tune must have caught Helena's ear, as she appeared a few moments later.
Is that my old record player? I can't believe you've kept it all these years, Carmen.
Leaning over the music, they looked just like the young sisters the slide projector had preserved all these years, inseparable once again. Carmen told me about your camera. That was a really generous thing to do.
I loved that camera, but I love my sister more. Now it's her time to be the person she wants to be. I'm going to stay here with her for a while. Make up for lost time.
Carmen and Helena's relationship wasn't suddenly going to be perfect, but they were both prepared to try. And to think, it had all started because of a call Carmen made about some seasoning tips. I guess in the end, maybe it wasn't so hard to just pick up the phone and dial. I hadn't spoken to my own parents in a year.
Oh shit.
I wanted to hear their voices more than anything. But the silence between us was so cavernous. I didn't know how I'd ever find the words to bridge it.
A year? What the hell? A father's reprise. Reprise? Reprise. Whatever.
My final morning in Bellariva, I received one last call out to Joseph and Izzy's house. I knew I had to pack, but I figured I could squeeze in one final job before I had to leave. When I arrived, I found Joseph tidying up his wilderness of a garden. The playhouse was already cleared. Inside, I could see Izzy happily testing out her screw-driving skills on the back of her cassette deck.
You've made quite the impression. Izzy, tells me she's going to be a repairwoman like Maria.
I'm sure she could be anything she wanted if she put her mind to it.
She could. She's a brilliant child. Spending the day with her at the festival, I haven't had so much fun in ages. I wanted to give her something before she starts to forget.
Inside, the house was transformed, flooded with light and the sounds of the garden. It felt alive again. This would be my last repair in Bellariva, but it felt like it was the house that had really been restored.
It's a music box. It used to play beautifully, but now when I wind it up, nothing happens. I'd love for Izzy to hear it sing again. Can you help?
Sure. Let's see.
Maria, could you add this family picture of us?
Oh.
This mechanism is completely broken. I'll need to take it all apart before I can fix it.
I think that's good. Yeah?
Perfect. The mechanism is good as new.
It could have told me that nah, something's not
Still a few
right.
parts missing.
Hey.
I think that's everything back together again.
My wife used to sing this song to Izzy each night before bed, but I always worked too late to join them. Will you dream a dream for me if I sit by your side and hold you so tight? Know that I will always love you. I've missed so much already. I want to be the father my wife wanted me to be. I've ended up so much like my own father, working all the time. Izzy needs me more than that, especially now it's just the two of us. My daughter comes first. Well, until she gets bored of her stuffy old dad anyway.
I'll never ever get bored of you, Dad.
Izzy came running into the room where Joseph scooped her up and onto his shoulders. She gazed at the music box, her eyes shining. I'd never seen her look so happy.
Thank you, Maria, for everything. The things you fixed for me. I'm so glad to have them back.
Joseph was a good father, and I could tell he was determined to be an even better one. When it came down to it, that was all any of us wanted. A second chance to make something right. My time in Bellariva was almost over, but before I left, I knew there was something of my own I needed to fix.
Ah, the suitcase.
My time in Bellariva was almost at an end. Another chapter finished in a story whose ending I hadn't felt ready to write. The people I'd met, the items I'd restored, they'd taught me so much about what was really important. Pulling out my suitcase from beneath the bed, I remembered the day I stole it from my parents' shop, the day I left.
Oh,
Afterwards,
shit.
I was too ashamed to call them, to apologize. It was a guilt I'd been carrying around every day since. As I packed, I knew that it was up to me to find a way to lighten the load.
Herman's wet veggie soup.
The recipe for Carmen's special. I'm under strict instructions to guard it with my life. Helena gave me these designer shirts. Not sure I'll pull them off as well as she does. Joseph's idea of light reading for the train. It does look thorough. My parents would love Bellariva. Maybe I can convince them to make the trip. My train ticket. I can't believe it's time to leave Bellariva behind. Izzy gave me this in exchange for my repair manual. She'll be a pro in no time. The soundtrack to my travels. I'll be listening to this on the journey. My suitcase was full, but it was my heart that felt heavy as I made my way to the station. I was sorry to be leaving Bellariva behind, but I hoped that in my own small way I'd made a difference. Helena and Carmen's reunion was possible because they'd learned to overcome their differences. Joseph had realized he shouldn't let his grief or his work get in the way of his relationship with Izzy. They'd each learned to see things from someone else's perspective. Maybe it was time I saw things through my parents' eyes. I knew it would be easier to jump on the next train, put even more distance between us, but I finally felt ready to talk to them. I just didn't know if they would feel the same. Did I even remember their number? I wasn't sure until I reached for the phone and it all came flooding back.
Oh.
Mom? Dad?
Maria? Is that you?
Aww. What's that? Epilogue. Oh! Carmen's letter. Dear Maria, Carmen here.
Dear Maria.
Ah!
Carmen here. Sorry I haven't written. The cafe's been absolutely manic since you left. Luckily, I have Helena here to help. You wouldn't recognise her. She's like a new woman. She's always running around, taking orders and making drinks. I even heard her compliment a customer on their outfit. Personally, I draw the line at fluorescent green bowling shirts, but each to their own. It certainly made the customer smile. She misses the city, though. Bellariva's many things, but it's definitely not as chic as she'd like. She said there was a coffee shop near her old apartment where they made coffee with a shape drawn on top. It got me thinking, I'm an award-winning chef. I can figure out how to put a leaf on a cappuccino. A bit of cosmopolitan coffee might be just what Helena needs. Of course, ordering a new coffee machine was the easy part. I wish you could have seen the mess I got into trying to put the thing together.
Oh no. Oh. Okay, okay, here.
I saw Maria use her screwdriver a million times. Taking this apart will be easy.
Uh-huh. No, no, no. Where is the thingy to turn it? Aye. Okay, here. Okay, here we are.
These pipes look pretty simple. I should start with them.
No.
Oh, I wish Maria was here. She'd know how to put these pipes together.
Oi! Hey!
How can there be so much steam? Ugh, I'm getting soaked.
Oh my god. Okay, so now... Eee! Ah, no. What about this? Where should it go? I don't know.
Maybe I should focus on the pipes first. They look easy.
Ah. Okay, then this one. Oi, go there. What about this? Ah, and then this. Yeah.
The pipes are all connected, but there's still steam everywhere. Something's in the wrong place.
Everything. I can't. Ah!
Maybe I should focus on the pipes first. They look easy.
What am I supposed to do with the pipes? I don't... Ah! Wait. I didn't saw there were more over here. Wait. Okay, you go out. Yep.
Maybe I should focus on the pipes first. They look easy.
It can only go there. This can only go there. This can go there.
Finally.
Okay.
more steam.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so this with this. No. Ah! Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. That looks good.
It looks like I've forgotten a screw.
No, you haven't forgotten a screw because I'm putting them right now.
I think that's
Ta-da!
everything.
I think
Better test the buttons, just to make sure.
I did already.
All done. Piece of cake. Time to make my first coffee, I think.
Aha! Okay, so you come here. You put that there. You go there.
Smells delicious. Now to make it look magical.
Where's the milk? You have milk? What's up? Ah. I don't know what I'm doing. What do you want me to do?
A perfect coffee. All it needs is a saucer and a couple of Helena's favourite biscuits.
A perfect coffee. For sure. Wait. Amazing. Amazing. Best
I
art
was feeling
ever.
more has-been than coffee queen by the time I'd made a drink fit for human consumption. It looked a bit, postmodern, but knowing Helena's refined tastes, I hoped she'd think it was intentional. Always the connoisseur, she didn't even bother to look at it at first. She was so busy wafting it under her nose. Steamed up her glasses, of course. How was she going to see my work of art through an eye full of fog?
My work of art. Just
When
a
she
nice art.
finally spotted it, though, she was totally impressed.
Of course, it's amazing. I did a
I'll
perfect.
admit, she spent several
line.
minutes trying to figure out exactly what it was I'd drawn. She decided it was probably a horse.
Uh-huh.
Well, what she doesn't know won't hurt her. She was impressed enough to ask for another one. I guess I'll need to get some practice in. The whole thing was such hard work, Maria. I never realised how difficult it was, all that mechanical stuff. It made me realise how much I have to thank you for, so I wanted to say that now. Better latte than never. Hoping you're well. Your friend, Carmen.
Ah. Oh, that was so nice. That was so nice. I really enjoyed it. It was a bit long, but it was very nice. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed it as well. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next video.